down. Alright. Joys of being a high functioning autistic. So glad autism is cool now. I was like, back in the day when they weren't diagnosing anybody. Alright, now let's go ahead. Alright, how's everybody doing? I am Fake Peter. A little bit about me. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. If you couldn't tell by the hat, I was in the Army. I fought in the Iraq War a couple times. So I'm a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but hey, I came back with all my limbs, so I'll take it. On that closing note, cool, thank you, appreciate it. On that note, I just say, like, it's just wild seeing all the stuff going on in the world, and like, I just tell people, when you go to the protest, make sure you feed a homeless person on the way there, because it's like, how can you care for people like down there if you don't care for the folks that are like next to you? So that's just my little bit of the speech, and we'll get this part started. So I like the freestyle stuff, so like pretty much I'll like think in a moment, maybe take some risks, maybe talk, and then we'll get through it, all right? Also like working on doing stuff that's making me uncomfortable. So like I was all like, I flipped a coin, I was like, I could either Uber and pay down his credit card debt or like come out here and perform, and I was like, all right, well I'm here. Let me see, what do I feel like talking about tonight? You know, we talk about his Aries that I had spun the block on. Yeah, man. And like, I was the side dude, and like, I'm not the side, like I'm the main act. I'm like the Michael Jackson in every situation, so. And things were cool until like, life was starting to like add up, and then for a lot of people that experience like a lot of trauma, like avoidance is the thing that really kind of go to. And so the communication started like going down. I'm a very attentive person, like more attentive than the average human. And I was like, hey, you know, what's up? What's going on? She's like, nothing. I'm like, stop lying. And then eventually, like I went away to Mexico. I was like off the grid for a week. Dope experience. Like when they were taking our phones, I was like, please take my freaking phone. I want to detach from this thing so much. But then when I like got back, I looked at my phone and I didn't see no text. And I was like, damn girl, I was gone for a week. You said, you know, you missed me and shit. You know, something. I mean, I did give you a few orgasms. I did at least be owed a hello or something. And then, of course, I was like, hey, how's life treating you? And I got the good old generic political answer. Everything's fine. You know, life is life. And I was like, stop lying. Because I've learned, like, when people, like, press, it's crazy now how, like, humans are turning into, like, computers, and they don't want to deal with feelings, so they'll give you these generic answers. And I'm like, there's always something below the surface. But people are scared to like get into their feelings because it hurts. And I get it, I do understand it does hurt. But you know what? It's called you cry and then you keep it moving. And of course she was like, but I don't know how I can give you the love that you deserve. And I was all like, well maybe you should ask. That's all you gotta do is ask sometimes. Like, what do you need? And I was, you know, gonna say like, well, first I was like, I had to block you because like, because I have a very obsessive personality, and I'll be like, I'll be over there tripping off the text message I may or may not get. So I was like, I gotta protect my peace. So I blocked you. Then of course, I was like, oh snap, I forgot to block her on my MacBook. Yeah, our message came through. And so she was like telling me what was going on. Tell me all that, and I was like, you know what? I have been a little bit selfish, saying, it's either him or me. And I was like, maybe we could have a little polycule going. Crickets. It's all good. So I've learned in life, like everything doesn't have to be one thing. Like you can a la carte everything. You can a la carte your religion. You can a la carte your relationships. And I think the lesson in that one, what was the lesson? That's what you got to ask yourself in every situation, like what was the lesson? I think in that one I was all like, love is very funny. Like the funniest thing ever. Like I understand the anger, I understand sadness, but love is like, it's like fentanyl, man. How you doing some wild shit. And I was all like, after all that went down and she stood right here in front of me, I'd be like, I love you. I do miss love though. Oops, gotta make sure time is good. My bad. That's what happens when you don't have an assistant. Alright, I got one more minute. Where was I at? That's what happens. You go to work a couple times, little brain cells get fried, and you're like, where am I at? There we go. Just to say that, like, we men, we have feelings too. Now, I know we do a lot of bad stuff to y'all women. I am so sorry. But we be hurt. We be hurt, and y'all be dismissing our feelings, gaslighting us too. Accountability. There you go. A few more seconds. I swear, I'm gonna pull a page out of the woman's handbook sometimes. I'm like, hey baby, I cheated on you because the moon was in Aries. The moon was in Aries. Oh, the moon was in Aries. That's why I had to cheat on you. It. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, you can follow me on Fake Peter 83. My other personality, because I got a lot of those, is My Forest 2. If you can go on there and follow my YouTube, because I'm at like 542 subscribers. So once I get to 1,000, I can monetize because I try to be self-sufficient. So thank you very much. I have a wonderful day. Thank you, baby.